Blog Talk Radio.
What's up, y'all? It's Robbie The Rummy with my co-host Nappy J, and this is the very first episode. This is our very first episode of Conspiracy Theories. Nappy J.
Anyway, with that being said, with this being our first show, everybody please be gentle. I don't like it that rough the first time, you dig what I'm saying? Hey, Robbie, do you mind if I want to throw something out here real quick? It's like, everybody tends to get really fucking passionate about this type of stuff, whether it's New World Order, Illuminati, FEMA death camps, stuff like that, right?
Okay.
I just have one request for anybody calling in and checking the show out, wants to be a part of it. Try to be respectful, and the whole sheep sound effect thing is unnecessary too, So everybody just try to keep a cool head.
Right, the whole, I understand the whole free speech and everyone has their opinions, this and that, but try to be respectful towards everyone else's opinions.
Word.
But I guess we have a lot of people asking right now in regards of the whole 9/11 sequence thing. Like, people are obviously blind, I guess you can say, but there's a lot of people right now that's asking if we could give some sort of speculation on it or mention it or give some sort of info of what the truth is. I mean...
Oh, my God. People are still talking about 9/11?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, really, keep it going. Why?
Well, okay. Here's my speculation on it. All right, somebody blew up a couple buildings, they collapsed, and nobody will ever actually know exactly what happened. But I could tell you this. I know people that were in New York City, and as a matter of fact, I even know one person that was working in the first building that got struck or blown up or whatever anybody wants to say, right? She felt the building swaying around like something physically struck it. And it was before the second plane hit or whatever, right? And she bailed out. She looked up at the building, and she physically saw the plane crash into the second one. So for anybody out there that says it was a hologram, fuck off. I'm just going to put it out there.
There's a lot of speculation on it. Actually, there's a lot of people with different theories towards it where I've seen videos, I've read articles, I've seen this, I've seen that of different, newscasting and stuff, and I was watching this big Illuminati thing a couple years ago, and they were showing how it, supposedly wasn't really a plane, it was like some kind of, big missile or some sort, and the news channel editing people, whatever, used Photoshop and took a plane and used that as the disguise, so nobody knew it was a missile or whatever. And they tried saying how it wasn't really, terrorists, it was the government behind it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the government's behind a lot of things, but there's different theories out there, you know what I mean?
Well, my personal thing is I actually think that other countries really do hate us. And it's actually very possible for people to take over 747s and slam them into buildings. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I've dug into this stuff since like about 2002. And to be honest with you, the most rational explanation with the whole thing I was able to find was the fucking official report. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying anybody believes otherwise is stupid. But I've seen controlled demolition in person. And when those buildings collapsed, it didn't look like controlled demolition with the exception of Building 7, which is the smaller one. And the speculation with that was a CIA building that had a lot of top-secret type shit. It was intentionally blown up so nobody went in and found whatever the fuck they had in it.
Right on. I mean, you know, like I said, there's a lot of speculations. I mean, you can, you know, see on different point of views. You know, you could even go up on like, I guess you can say YouTube. I guess if you want to really go there, and you know, you know what I mean. I guess if you really want to go there, you can. But if you look on different sides, yeah.
Well,
the
thing is, YouTube to me is more entertainment than anything. Anybody can put together a video to make it look like literally anything. I'm a video editor myself. I could take a situation and turn it into something that never happened. Okay? Let me see, this is an era of Photoshop, video editing, and all kinds of crazy shit you can do with about anything to make people believe whatever. You know what I'm saying? So to me, personally, I don't think YouTube's it's probably one of the worst places you can go for information. That's my personal opinion. Do we have any callers?
No, but I do have some people in the chat over here, talking and mentioning this and that and voicing their opinions.
Okay, I can't see him because, I was saying, you know, I'm dealing with some dumb shit this week. Okay. Some family members of mine decided because it was their birthdays to buy dumb shit, and it set us behind the bills, and everything that I was supposed to put towards buying internet went towards other shit. So I can't see. I've got no internet. So what are the people on the chat board saying?
We got people. Hold on. There's a lot of fucking talking going on. We get people saying how 9/11 was staged, which I clearly believe is true. We got people saying how, like NBC, CNN, all them had video editors edit like the crashes into the buildings and edit some of the people's, like when they interviewed them and stuff. They tried saying that they changed their voicing so they, you know, didn't really see what they're talking about, but making it look good on the news behalf.
Okay, for everybody chatting it up that's listening, okay, answer this question to me right now, or whenever you can type it up. What about the people that I know personally that physically saw the planes crash into the building? They weren't watching the news. They physically saw it with their own two eyes. These are people that I've known for years. I trust them 100%. And these people that are saying that, you know, all the news and this and that, I don't know those motherfuckers. I don't trust them. I got love with you, but could you explain that?
Well, I don't really know. Really?
Well, I'm saying the people on the chat line. Or that are on the chat board, not you.
Well, I have yelling going in the background and stuff, so. Oh. Okay. Yeah, as for the people, you know, I see, it's hard to really, I don't know, what am I looking at? See, there's so many things, and, we might have a caller. Hold on.
Sweet.
really? And then they hung up on us. Figures.
I hate it when that happens.
I know, right? It's whatever.
Maybe they culture up. Maybe they got intimidated by our sheer awesomeness. I don't know. Maybe it was one of the people that canceled on our show a few weeks back and didn't make it, and they thought this was their interview. Could be that.
I don't know about all that, man. I mean, it's very possible.
Yeah, but that'd be the shit, right?
It would. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting down with some, conspiracy theory talk with some underground artist. Hell, I wouldn't mind getting down with it with Go on.
Well, I know Boondocks is way into this shit. We got to get him as a guest caller on one of these. He's really into this stuff.
Well, I do have his email. We were talking before about doing a show, so I'll see what I can do there.
All right. Yeah, it'd be cool to have like a underground celebrity fucking guest on here, guest host and shit.
Right on. I mean,
Boondocks from his Twitter and everything and bullshitting with a little bit. It's like me and him are actually kind of on the same page. Like, as far as there is some bullshit stuff on the web posted up, and we both feel the same way about Alex Jones too.
Well, yeah, with the internet these days, man, you can do just about anything. There's no escape from anything.
Right. And by the way, conspiracy theorists, look, I mean, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I guess I should have said this at the beginning of the show, but I'm a bit of a skeptic, okay? Yes, I mean, there are some things I believe in that the government does that fucks us over all the time. I do believe that they do conspire from time to time and and all that type of shit. But about 99% of the shit that I see on the net, I just personally think is nonsense. That's just me. It's like, there's a lot of people out there that say that what they're saying is indisputable proof, but it can be disputed. Anything can. And they're always saying, always ask questions. Question everything. And literally that translates to everything except for what they're saying. So.
That's funny how you say that. It's funny how you say that, you believe that the government could be behind some of this stuff. I mean, I personally think they were behind things like the Boston bombing, recently the LAX shootout. Have you heard about that?
Oh, dude, that's like an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from my house. Of course I heard about it.
Yeah, that was non-stop,
but
man.
Honestly, I mean, that guy, he shot like 2 people. I don't think the government was behind that, to be honest with you. The guy was sloppy. He didn't kill the guy that died the first time. He went back, shot him up, then he shot another dude in the foot.
Yeah, but they made it a big deal, It was like all over the place, They could use that to keep everyone else from looking at what's going on over there at, like, the White House or something. You know what I mean? Like, they could be...
I will agree with you 100% on that. All right. Literally, I look at it like the government and the media has got this big kind of magic trick. The only way I could say is like, a magician will focus your attention on what he's doing with his right hand, but you should be watching his left. You know what I'm saying? And I know our President Obama is huge on wanting to outlaw guns, gun control, and that type of shit. And he's going to use every single opportunity he can to try to take guns off the streets. That's an absolute fact.
I don't know. Obama is pretty sketchy to me. Very sketchy to me.
Oh, bad dude. I don't trust him. But then again, I'm in a lot of ways, though, to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of confidence in our government. I don't think, like, if this whole New World Order thing, like, suppose it's true. I think our government is so far from being ready to implement anything like that. I mean, shit, they can barely run a post office, a fucking website. You know what I'm saying? Our government is some incompetent motherfuckers, man. And at this point, they don't really intimidate me that much. I mean, yes, they do conspire, but however, their follow-through is not really that great just yet.
I can agree with you there. I personally think they could be ready, but not exactly there yet. You know what I mean? Like they're there,
yeah.
but not ready to load big.
Right, right.
Oh, we have a question here. We have a question from, doesn't have a name. They want to know if we think Obama is full throttle Illuminati.
Okay,
I think so. I think he is.
All right. My definition of the Illuminati. Okay. The Illuminati was a very real thing. The Illuminati is the real big picture of them is they aren't really in the picture anymore. You see, hundreds of years ago, the Illuminati was basically like the Freemasons of the time, where like they were very intelligent people that were kind of in the background influencing the government or like local governments of towns, of societies, and oftentimes even countries and shit like that, right? But however, as far as like nowadays, they have a lot, I mean, if they're even still around, they have a lot less influence than what most people think. Do I think Obama could be part of something like that? Maybe. But it's actually been proven that Obama's been part of much worse things like, for example, the Weather Underground. Look those motherfuckers up. Bill Ayers, like that, Bill Ayers ran a fucking terrorist organization back in the late 60s, early 70s that was blowing up like government installations, that type of shit, right? Never killed anybody really, but they're bombing this stuff. This dude was a major influence on Obama back in the day. This guy actually was talking about creating a socialist utopia out of the entire world, basically kind of New World Order type of shit. And the Weather Underground was actually in the planning stages of like basically influencing everybody to get on board with the socialism thing, and anybody that wasn't jumping on board with it would basically be dragged off to fucking camps, and for like re-education, like Nazi camp style and shit, right? And if they didn't go for it, they're dead. And well, thank God, this was all basically disbanded by the FBI back around 1974-75. To me, the fact that Obama was influenced by those guys is a bigger threat than the Illuminati ever was. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. All right, we have another question here. Question is, do you guys really think that artists of today or back in the day or whenever is really controlled behind the scenes?
Like, let's go first.
Like, it really depends. I know they really go curvy, I guess you can say. That's not really the right word, but curvy, you know, they really go to, for example, Michael Jackson or Jay-Z or all them other people. Yeah, between deaths and mind control and all that, I do believe Illuminati, so on and so forth, has something to do with that. I mean, you don't really control that, but it all really depends on how you bring it upon yourself, because it's not like it's going to, you know, follow up on you just out of nowhere. It really depends on how deep you go, like digging-wise. For deaths and stuff like that, yeah, I believe it had to do with Michael Jackson's personal death, but we won't get into that. I've seen interviews. I do watch a lot of interviews with artists and stuff who claim to be controlled like that, and I've seen people get asked questions about if they feel controlled or what's behind the scenes, stuff like that. And I've seen people get ready to say something, and then they'll just like freeze there for a minute, and then forget exactly what the question was, so they don't go and tell too much than what should be taught out. It's all really mind control, if you ask me. That's my personal thing. What's your thought?
Well, me personally, okay, this course that I've been taking is called Behavioral Economics. Okay,
Yep.
Believe it or not, it actually is it is the tool that the government and the media uses to, as they put it, nudge people in a certain direction that they want society to go in. Whether dietary, like, they're getting rid of trans fats. They're trying to get people to eat healthier lately and all that nonsense, right? I think everybody should be as fat as they fucking want. That's my personal opinion, but whatever. Anyway, but basically it's been a tool for a long time. It's I swear to God, ever since I've been taking this class, I'm actually seeing how this shit works. And I don't really see it a lot in today's music because I don't listen to a lot of today's music. To be honest with you, I listen more underground and shit. But however, in the music that I have listened to, okay, if you go back in the classic rock, kind of the oldies, 60s, 70s, or like mostly 70s, I guess, in these two songs I'm about to bring up. One song is called Imagine, is by the guy that used to be in the Beatles, a guy named John Lennon. For anybody that's not familiar, you guys are missing out some pretty awesome oldies. I'm a huge Beatles fan. Anyway.
I'm pretty guilty. I'm not a Beatles fan at all.
Beatles are the shit. But anyway, yeah, I'm a juggalo. I like classic rock too, whatever the fuck. I love metal too. But anyway, moving on. John Lennon did a song called Imagine. Listen to the fucking words of that song, okay? And also, you familiar with The Who?
Yeah, I don't know much of this stuff to really say anything about them.
Well, one of their more hard rock song is one of my favorites by them is a song called "Won't Be Fooled Again" or "Don't Be Fooled Again" or something like that. But listen to the fucking words of that one too, and basically it's talking about a new revolution going on, a new constitution, vow to all this stuff, and if you pay attention to the words, it actually has to do with a lot with socialism and kind of like there's no borders around anymore. Everything's all in one world. It's no more religion, any of that shit, And if you think about what's going on nowadays, there's such a push against religion. And I don't know if anybody else is fucking listening. I mean, I might cuss, but I'm a Christian. I absolutely do believe in God. And I've been picking up on some stuff. Just looking around, it's like, what the fuck? Why are they hating on me? Shit. But it's like as if this music was telling us what was coming. And maybe it was a form of mind control. I don't know.
I personally think there is a form of mind control. I mean, for example, like TVs. For example, you got the news channels like CNN, stuff like that. Say you're watching the president. Prime example. The other day they had him all over TV talking about how sorry he was for health care and whatever. All that. What was that?
He wasn't very sorry, to be honest with you. He was more sorry that his plan didn't work and he was looking bad. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not really sorry for what's going on or what he's doing or whatever. So be. He's just saying it, to get people to lead into it, and then he's just gonna go off and screw whatever up again as he has planned, or like any other president, I'm sure had planned. Like George Bush. I mean, he's his motherfucking
approval rating and disapproval rating is starting to sink down towards like the George W. Bush level, man. I mean, I think it might even get lower at this point. I think he's fucked. I think he's completely fucked at this point. I mean, right now, he is not looking good, and a lot of people like me who's been saying Obamacare sucks for like the last 5 years or whatever, 4 years, I'm just like, I hate to say I told you so, but I saw this coming, except it's actually worse than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I knew not to give him a chance. I knew he wasn't going to amount to anything. He wasn't going to do any change like he planned. I mean, when he first got elected the first time, he was aiming somewhat towards a direction, and then he just went down and sunk everybody into him, and he's done the damage he's done now, you know. He says, we make change. Yeah, the only change you made is what George Bush couldn't do.
Dude, yeah, I mean, fuck, I actually miss the days of George W. Bush. At least that guy would tell you how he's going to fuck you first. This guy just comes up on your back, fucking rams you in the ass without saying nothing first. Fuck.
Right? If you wanted Obama, you might as well just keep George Bush.
Fuck. No, I'm not, dude, seriously, I mean, even George Bush is like, dude, calm down. Fuck. Dude, but I was about to say
like, dude, you're making me look bad.
1 million people in my state, California, have lost their health insurance, and everybody else's health care is the fucking rates that they're paying every month has gone through the fucking roof. I know people that either they have to let go of their health insurance or they're going to lose their fucking home. This is fucked up, you know. Real talk.
I don't remember where I read it or seen it. A couple months ago, I saw that at some point it's going to take effect that if you don't get health insurance, you're going to get ticketed and then you're going to get put to court, and the judges are going to decide what you get in return of not getting health insurance. Like, health insurance isn't cheap these days. And with the way the economy is these days, I mean, you know, there's no way of, you know, keeping it if you do get it. I mean, I myself recently lost health insurance, but, you know, I couldn't afford it. And with the way Obama's going, you know, this whole Obamacare thing, it's
I know.
Retarded, I guess you could say, retarded.
Well, yeah, dude, I mean, the reality of it is not going to get any better unless they just really pull the plug on this and just give everybody back their health care and shit. I mean, the fact is, y'all, I mean, in most states, if you're broke, you can get free health care. And health care, even when you buy it, whatever, is not fucking perfect. But, however, the government coming in and saying they can regulate the shit and make everything just fucking peachy is a bunch of crap. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but, you know, it is what it is. It's just going to keep going, and, you know, you can't stop it. But I guess you got to face it.
But anyway, we're coming up kind of close to the end of the show here and shit. Wow. That was a fucking cool show. I got into that. Dude, we gotta do this again, dude.
Yeah, man. What do you say? Next week or so, we'll try to schedule an episode 2.
Yeah, okay. I think we should make this a weekly thing, and then on top of that, still try to get artists on this motherfucker. Or maybe we can combine it. I don't know. Maybe we could put the two things together.
Maybe. I'm sure we'd be able to get some, you know, artists or whatever into the mix as well.
I know. Let me see. There's like Boondocks is way into this. Another artist I've been looking at on Facebook. His name's Demise. He's out of New Mexico. Is way into this shit. Let me see who else. Daddy Longlegs.
I know Mars is.
Mars.
Yeah.
Daddy Longlegs of Wolfpack.
There's another one too. What's his name? Liquid Assassin, I think. Mars, the other Mars. There's a whole bunch of people. Yeah. But we'll definitely look into that.
Okay, cool. Once I get my internet turned back on, I'll get back on that shit too. But I can't really talk to anybody. All I can do is fucking text stuff from my phone to Facebook. It's kind of lame, but whatever.
Yeah, I might be heading that way soon too.
All
right, man. It was. What was that?
I was about to say, well, hopefully I'll get my internet back on before yours gets shut off.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
yeah, it's about over here. You want to mention any other last second things?
Oh shit. I'll put it to you this way, question everything, question everybody, and question what the fuck I said, question what Rob said, question what Alex Jones and Jesse Ventura, Infowars.coms, all those motherfuckers say. Don't just question what the media tells you. Question fucking everything. You know what I'm saying? If you get all your shit from one place, you're not looking far enough. You're not looking hard enough. You got to wade through a lot of shit in a cesspool to get to the real fucking stink. That's just all there is to it.
Right? Don't believe what you're told. You're gonna do your research. You might as well just go in. You want to watch the news? I suggest don't feed into the lies, because guaranteed 2 to 1, there's tons of lies out there you're running into, and you're better off just going off on your own. And the best I can say is just prepare for the worst. It's just definitely not going to get better out there.
Unless we do something, damn it, enough talk. Let's roll.
All right,
the fucking
man.
truth. Everybody wants to sit back and just complain about it, but I don't see any action. So, real talk, maybe we can inspire some people.
Hopefully. That's our mission.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. It was nice talking with you. Hopefully we get another show on next week.
Hey, you too. Talk to you later.
All right, later.